Now we can add more and more pages by adding more and more files here. But at some point you might want to structure your pages in a different way, or you need some deeply nested path consisting of multiple segments. In such cases, you can add folders to the pages folder. For example, here we could add the portfolio folder, and in that folder, inside of the portfolio folder, add an index.js file. So again, this special name, but now nested in the portfolio. Now in there, we can again create a function, the portfolio page function. And of course, that's just another React component which we're adding. And here we could add the portfolio page as the content, and then export this default portfolio page like this. If we do that and save everything, we can also visit /portfolio here, and we see the portfolio page. Therefore, this is an equivalent to creating a file named portfolio.js one level above that folder. So instead of about.js, we could have created an about folder, and in that about folder, we could have added an index.js file, and then we could also have our about page component in this index.js file in the about folder, instead of having the about.js file here. So now I deleted this about.js file, and if we save everything, we can still visit /about. So that is a perfect replacement. That is an alternative, and it's up to you what you prefer. If you want to have subfolders to structure that, or if you want to have files with that name. Now, subfolders don't just exist so that we have an alternative to a file named about, though. Instead, we need them if we want to create paths that consist of multiple segments. For example, in portfolio, if we want to have, let's say, a list.js file, so that we can have a URL of /portfolio/list, then there is no way around having a subfolder. Because in there we can now create our list page and return our JSX code here, the list page. And of course, just as before, then export this list page. But now with that, we can visit /portfolio/list, and we see that, but there wouldn't have been another way of getting this to work. Without that portfolio folder, we could not create this nested path. So that is a use case where we then definitely need nested folders. And of course, in general, having some kind of structure in the pages folder and working with subfolders for grouping files together isn't a bad idea in general, because of course that allows you to keep your files more organized, especially if you're working on websites with dozens or hundreds of pages.